What's up, everyone? It's day 53 of 75 Hard. I just finished my second workout of the day. I did my 45-minute outdoor workout, which consisted of a 40-pound ruck with some push-ups. I did a little over 2.25 miles and 140 push-ups again. Been doing that probably for the last week straight, or actually 2 weeks because I've been here for 2 weeks. So, as you can tell, I'm in my truck. Today I checked out of the hotel at around 1 because I expect to be getting off this job at after I work my shift tonight, and then I'm just going to drive home. So there was no point in me paying for tonight when I'm barely going to be here. I'm still actually here because I went to that park that's right next door to do my outdoor workout. But anyways, last night work was a little bit, actually the busiest night that I had out there so far. So I was busy the whole night doing stuff for them. They were having problems, and they were using me because of the problem that was happening. They were having problems getting gas supplied to their frac pumps. They're using a natural gas supply for the fuel instead of diesel because it's cheaper and most probably better for the environment, but mostly cheaper. So anyways, I woke up this morning around 10. I went to the gym here in town and did 30 minutes on the tread climber, and then I did a back workout. By that time, I came back and ate and packed up my stuff. After I checked out, I went to the fitness center at the hotel, and I walked on the treadmill for another 30-something minutes. It was like 32 minutes. And then I just decided to get off. And I relaxed for a little bit, and then I did my outdoor cardio. It's another nice day here in Oklahoma. It's about 81 degrees right now. It's still kind of windy, so I just came in here and did my video in my truck. Ready to be released from this job and go home. I got some stuff to handle. I need to see my baby girl and stop being up all night. I'll be coming back to work the job to open these wells. This is the frac that I'm on right now. So they'll do the drill out. They'll drill out the frac plugs, and then we'll open the wells up to production. And mostly likely be busy for about a month, so that'll start here in about 2 weeks, and that'll lead me all the way up to that bodybuilding show that I plan on doing. So while I'm off, I'm going to focus more effort into getting some posing practice and getting used to the posing again. That's one thing that I never have been good at. I've done 3 bodybuilding shows, and that's something that this last one was probably I was probably the better at it, because I was having a coach that I would send in check-ins to each morning, and that was actually the only time I was practicing posing was when I was sending him the videos. It gets like you got so many things going on, you got to do this and this. It's just like something that always gets overlooked, and that's one of the main things that you can't overlook, but I do, so I'm not going to anymore. And doing ab workouts, and that is the main thing I'm going to focus on, making sure I get done, while also making sure all the other things get done. Perfect diet, perfect hydration, perfect supplementation. Everything just has to be right, or it's a waste of money, because you don't win anything. And I don't expect to win anything. All I want to do is be the type of person that does what I say I'm going to do, and that's something that I said I was going to do. And the main person that I told that I was going to do it is my daughter, so that's definitely not a case of something to mess around with for me. I'm not going to ever be that type of person. I want her to know that if I say it's happening or whatever it is, that's the way it is. So that's something that everybody should work on. That's what needs to be normalized, doing what the hell you're going to do. More so for yourself, but also to everybody else. If you tell somebody else you're going to do something that involves them, you need to do it, or at least give them a reason why you can't at that time and reschedule it. Don't just forget about it and act like you didn't say that you were going to do something. Don't be that type of person. It's so common nowadays just to be that way, and it's like that. It's just like it's normally you would think that if you get online and you post, I'm going to start this program, or I'm going to start this diet, or this workouts, or this business, whatever it is, and then you just quit like a week into it and start living your life like you didn't say those things, that would be embarrassing. That should be embarrassing. You should not just be openly willing to just put it out there that you're going to do this and this and this, and then just be fine with not doing it and having such a, lame excuse. That just bothers me. Something that I've always tried to be, I guess never mind, not always, but since I stopped being a loser, that's when, so at least probably 6 or 7 years, if we're being honest. But today, I want to talk about something is that most of us are afraid to start something because we're afraid to fail. It's not that we don't have the motivation to do it. It's that we are afraid of what people are going to say, and we're afraid of failing. Whenever you start something new, you should understand that you're not going to be good at it because you haven't been doing it. But if you keep doing it consistently, day after day, putting in the effort, putting in the hours, doing it with no expectation of any applause or any recognition, you're going to get better at it. That's just the way it is. No matter what, it could be shooting a basketball, it could be whatever, hitting a baseball, it could be golfing, it could be playing a guitar, it could be learning a new language, it could be, no matter what it is, learning a new business, learning new strategies with stocks, different things like that. If you get better at it day after day, after that time window, you're going to be a lot better at it. So the reason why a lot of us, me included, wouldn't ever start doing something is because those two things, mostly. I'm sure there's other reasons why, but what other people think and fearing failure. And why is it that you fear failing? Honestly, losing and failing are going to teach you a lot more than winning teaches you, because you're going to know that feeling that comes whenever you don't accomplish what you set out to achieve, whenever you worked very, very hard and you put all of your effort in and you didn't make the cut, you didn't reach your goal. You know what that feels like. So whenever you lose and you don't accomplish those things, that feeling comes, that pain, that that sadness, that anger, those feelings, and you tell yourself whenever you feel that you don't want to feel that ever anymore, and you are going to put in that much more effort. You're going to learn from what your mistakes, from whatever happened that caused you to not reach the goal. You're going to learn from it. You can analyze it and examine each thing, no matter, this can apply wherever. And then you readjust what you're doing to meet that standard, and you keep working at it. And then the next time, whenever the goal comes up, you're going to make it. And the win's going to feel a lot better knowing that you were able to overcome the adversity and the loss and the failure and, make it through anyways. Tony Robbins has a saying where it's the successful people like to party, but the people that fail like to ponder, and success comes from pondering. And if you think about it, that's exactly what I was just talking about. Whenever you lose, you sit and think about why you lost. Last year I got 5th at the bodybuilding show that I did out of 8. One, I didn't make the weight class that I was trying to diet down into. I was still about 3 pounds heavy at the weigh-in, and it was already time to stop trying to cut more because I was already, depleted. So I didn't make that. And then I got 5th. So I was at the bottom of the weight class that I was in, and I also didn't, like I said, put in that effort posing, and that's probably mostly it. I probably could have been way more leaner or whatever the case is, and I probably would have been if I would have made the weight class, but I was already too depleted already at that point of the weigh-in, and there wasn't enough time. There's only a certain time period to check in at those shows. It was like 7 to 9 p.m., and that's when the weigh-ins are the day before. So anyways, the point is, you are going to learn more than when you lose than whenever you win, about winning and how you can succeed in whatever it is that you're trying to do. And one of the ways that you can learn how to become somebody that masters that mentality and is able to build the self-confidence to overcome the things that come all of our ways, whenever we lose or whenever we win or whenever everything's going crazy, you build that grit and that perseverance in yourself. I suggest you go listen to episode 208 on the Real AF podcast and listen to Andy Frisella teach about the Live Hard and the 75 Hard program. Commit to that and you can become a new person. So pick a diet and just learn all about the program, start it, and make sure you commit to it by telling yourself you're not going to make any excuses and you're going to get it done, because at the end of it, I'm sure it's at millions of people now that have done it can say that it's the best thing that they've ever done. And I can say that for sure. It's the best thing I've done, and it changed a lot of things for me. It's not going to change everything for you, but it's going to put you well on your way. So commit to that and start tomorrow. Quit waiting around. I say it every day, and I'm going to keep saying it. There's no reason to wait. There's not going to be a perfect day. Nothing's ever going to be perfect. So make the commitment and just start doing it and change your life. Do it for yourself mostly, but also do it for your family, for your kids, for everybody around you, to see the type of person that you become and the example that you start to set and the leader that you are. You'll be way more respected, and you'll have that winning feeling, that confident feeling whenever you look at yourself in the mirror, instead of whenever you look at yourself in the mirror and you aren't happy with what you see or how you think about yourself. Build that positive mindset and that positive self-talk within yourself by doing hard things. And 75 Hard is definitely one of the best things that I can recommend. So do that. I'm on day 53, like I said. And if you're already doing it, keep going. If you're thinking about it, start tomorrow. I appreciate everybody's following along and commenting and showing support. I'll be back tomorrow for day 54. Peace.